What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Meet the Mosaics. So they're calling this one a Mosaic-hopped IPA that comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed, time of review. This can is just over 3 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with. I really didn't do an unboxing. I just showed the beers, but they hooked me up with, I believe it was 12 beers in total, 6 of which were unique, and this is the oldest one, and it's just over 3 weeks old, so super damn fresh. So, I checked on Instagram, and they are actually brewing this one with 3 different lots of Mosaic. So, you know, from different farms, different years and whatnot, produce different flavors. So that's pretty cool. Outside of that, I don't know much about it. I really like the artwork. Not going to look at the tasting notes, put my hand over top of them because I like to look at those at the end. But yeah, I really like the artwork. So anyway, let's crack this one open, get it into a glass, see what we got going on. I really like the Mosaic influence from Hop Butcher beers more often than not. Ooh, this one's coming out a little bit. Oh boy. Anyway, let's give it a pour here. Okay, not going to go crazy here. We will throw this over here like that. So yeah, I didn't pour crazy. It seemed like it was a little bit more carbonated than a lot of their beers. A little bit of beer on my hand, just wipe it on my shorts, whatever. Washing them soon. Anyway, so that has this really nice hazy deeper orange color, very murky and turbid. Has about a 2.5, 3 finger off-white, super creamy looking head. Looks beautiful in the glass. Let's get a nose. Oh, wow. Wow. This is one of the best noses I've ever had from like a 6.5% IPA from them. This is smelling awesome. There is tons of like raspberry and strawberry. With Mosaic, I usually get raspberry. A lot of people get blueberry. Never got strawberry. This is just like mixed, we'd say mixed red berries. Whew. There's an underlying sweet OJ. There's pineapple, mango, peach. There's like you could probably say 15, 20 different fruits, and you probably wouldn't be wrong. This smells dynamite. It's a little bit of like a dankness, slight herbaceousness. A lot of times when I say like onion or garlic kind of like dankness, a lot of times I just say onion and I don't like specify. So shout out to a very good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Ridge over at Ridgeopolis, otherwise known as Get a Nose on a Beer Reviews. Green scallion. Yeah, something like that. He says chive sometimes. Not really getting that here, but I like those tasting notes. I don't hear enough people say that. When I say onion and garlic, I just very generic, right? It smells sweeter though. It's a lot of sweet, juicy fruit. Like I've smelled this aroma before, but I don't know if I've ever smelled this aroma in a 6.5% IPA. All Mosaic hops. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Hop Butcher. That is fucking delicious for the ABV. Absolutely fucking dynamite. There is an absolutely amazing amount of mixed berries for me on the palate. And it's mixing it with that dankness. Now, I swear, you can believe me or you don't have to. That's fine. You know, that's fine. There's no reason for me to say I'm not going to look at the tasting notes and then look at the tasting notes. But a lot of times, they will say dank berries with Mosaic beers. I'm assuming on the back of this can, they're going to say dank berries. Why? For the first time ever, when they've said dank berries, I'm actually getting dank berries. A lot of times I'll be like, oh yeah, I got berries or I got a dankness. No, I get hit with all this berry goodness at the front of the palate, but then it has this dank kind of kiss afterwards, and it's just like, dank berries. I get where they're coming from for the first time when it comes to dank berries. Assuming it's on the back of the can. Now watch it be the one time that they don't put it on there just to make me look like a complete idiot. I do a good job myself. Body this one's lower side, a medium, 6.5% is fine. The mouthfeel is soft, it's smooth, it's creamy. A little bit more carbonation I'm accustomed to, but it is a 6.5% IPA as opposed to a double IPA. The glass lacing is phenomenal. Right the tip of the tongue, it's mixed berries. It's raspberries, it's strawberries, maybe like a slight boysenberry. I wouldn't say blueberries or like blackberries or anything. That's why I said mixed red berries. And they're really sweet, not really like tart like they can be at times. It's just a sweetness. Underneath, there's this like OJ tangerine type of juice. There's a little bit of like a zestiness from, say, a tangerine. Midway through the palate, getting a little like a peach and apricot thing. Very minute, very small. I'm doing my best not to look. Like, I don't even want to look at like my peripheral vision. I can, I know it's on the back. I'm trying not to look. But yeah, about halfway to 2/3 of the way through the palate, that's where that dankness kicks in. It's a little that green scallion kind of ranky dankness, but that's where I'm saying dank berries because the predominant note on my palate is mixed red berries, hits the dankness on the back. This finishes semi-dry with a almost moderate bitterness. Yeah, this bitters out really nicely on the palate. For me, the beauty about this beer is it's 6.5%. It drinks bigger. It drinks like a 7.5%, 8% double IPA. It has enough sweetness to keep me interested, has enough bitterness to make me want to go back and drink more. It's very well balanced. It's not super dynamic or complex. Again, mixed berries, a little bit of like citrus, touch of peach and apricot, dankness. 4 characters that are done extremely well. This is probably the best IPA that I've had from them. I mean, they've made some really good pale ales. I've had some good IPAs from them. But of recent memory, this is definitely my favorite, like, again, sub 7.5% beer from them. Most of their double IPAs are in the 7.5 to 8 range, and a lot of them are delicious. This is the first 6.5% beer from them that I can say is very impactful to my palate. I'm going to be curious to see what others say about this one. I know Ridge, the aforementioned Ridge got it. I'm pretty sure the guys over at FLX did. I know Kyle over at No Hype did. Everybody who Hop Butcher sends out beers to, they definitely, pretty sure, like 93% that they got this one. So I will be curious to see what they say. This is one of the best IPAs, just straight IPAs I've had from Hop Butcher. So rating, you know what? Now I turn my head, I can't see the tasting notes. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, we're going to cover up behind, but this beer, do I even have it correctly? This beer from Hop Butcher, Meet the Mosaics, I'm going to give this a straight 4.5 out of 5. This is fucking delicious. I'm going to pour the rest in, and then we're going to read tasting notes. Please say dank berries on here so I don't look like an idiot. Please? Can you please do it for me? Please? Please? Believe me if you want. Don't. I don't really fucking care. First tasting note, dank berries. Why did I guess dank berries and why they would say that on here? Because it is in the fucking glass. And I won't say every time, but the vast majority of times I've seen Mosaic, they say dank berries, and I never fucking get it. So I'm so happy. Pink cotton candy. Nah, there's no fucking pink cotton candy for me. Maybe a little like that bubblegum yeast thing I've gotten in a couple of their beers recently. The insert eye roll here. But pink cotton candy, not really. Fresh tropical, yeah. Generic, but for sure. So, Meet the Mosaics. That beer, 4.5 out of 5. This is fucking... If I lived in Chicago and I could get it for the price point, which I believe is like $12.99, $13.99 for a 4-pack of this, I would, without question, have this. I would buy a 4-pack of this and have it in my fridge for when I want something that's not that big ABV, but drinks way bigger than it actually is. Availability is Hop Butcher all over the place now. I've had some people comment and be like, where can I find them? Craftshack.com. I think Craft Beer Kings get them? I know Craftshack.com gets them occasionally. They're starting to show up in different random areas. Some of their stuff has showed up here recently. So Hop Butcher doing big things. I appreciate them sending me the beer to review. I always try to be honest about it. The last beer that you'll probably see, I think the beer before this, Pine Street, just wasn't for me. I don't like Enigma hops, and that beer was not good for me. So you got to be honest with what you're drinking, but this is top tier shit. Jeremiah and the boys should be really proud of this one because I can count on one hand the amount of 6.5% IPAs that have been this impactful and this delicious to me. And again, it's just over 3 weeks old, so it's not like super fresh, like canned like yesterday. But a lot of their beers hold up. I would anticipate this probably holding up for a couple months. Like it's so delicious right now. Thanks to Hop Butcher. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one before, I'm looking at all of you in the Chicago land area. Let me know what you thought about this one. I'm really curious to see how Meet the Motuecas is going to be because that is a Motueca-hopped IPA. Probably the same base and everything, just Motueca hops instead of Mosaic. Because this is delicious. I love this beer. So till the next one. Oh yeah, I didn't even say 6.5%. You can't even tell on the fucking palate. Like, you can't. Like, but nowadays I really don't expect it. But still, that's pretty awesome. Anyway, till the next one. Cheers.